So I'm going to change the points here, and the points are just held in by this screw here, and you've got to take this nut off. But what I just noticed, there's a wire here that comes from the coil, and it goes to the points to give the live. I noticed that this wire that's connected to the points actually has zero insulation on it, so if that were to touch the outside of the distributor there, which is earth, it's going to spark. So we're going to have to get, but it's only this piece here, so we'll have to get a new one of them. I don't know why that's not got no insulation. It must have just burnt off. I've never seen that before. Anyway, well, we'll get it all fixed up anyway. So okay, I'm going to take the points out. Let's undo the nut here on the top. Okay. It's crazy, you have little tiny nuts like this and then you drop them down and you never find them. It's always a pain. Okay. So there's the piece I just spoke about. I don't believe that that's supposed to be like that. I believe that's supposed to be insulated because that's bringing the live from the coil into the sparks, or the low circuit of the low voltage circuit to. I'm pretty certain that's supposed to be insulated. Okay, so we're putting the points in right now. Got a new condenser, new set of points, and should give us a nice big spark for the plugs. I checked the plugs are like new, and they're super clean, so I only took one of them out. It seems to be pretty good. Now what I got to do here, got to adjust the gap of the points, and the way you do that is when the arm of the points here is on one of these diagonals here, corners. So we're going to now turn the engine so I can get the points open, so I can get the right gap, which is 15 thousandths of an inch. Okay, let's turn the engine over a bit, find out how we can get that done. Okay, so I finally got the distributor cam, got the points on lobe, so they're open and they're set to 15th hour. I'm just going to replace the condenser now and replace the new improved Mark II. Look at that, beautifully made by Jimmy. So we're going to put that on. Maybe we'll start making them, go into business. We'll make $1.50 on each one. Brilliant. Okay, so I bought a couple of jack stands so we can get this thing up in the air, so we can get the wheels to spin and hopefully release the handbrake cable. And then once I've released the handbrake cable, I think I'll bleed the rear calipers, just get some fresh fluid from the master cylinder up to through the system, and then hopefully we're in good shape there. Then I can start putting the exhaust on. Okay, so there's the handbrake mechanism here. This is the cable here that goes inside the car, and when you pull it this way, these two arms, there's one here and there's one on the other side, they come together to put the handbrake on. So I need to try and just pull them apart and push that lever that way and see if we can't get these handbrakes freed up. I don't like the look of the rotors. They got some grease on them. I think that's grease coming from the axle, from the diff. But like I say, we'll get the car running and driving, and then we'll start attending to things as they need to be attended to. Okay. Okay, so after messing about with the handbrake mechanism, I'm able to free the wheels up, so now we've got the wheels to spin freely, so now I can get working on the exhaust. Okay, so I'm having trouble with the rear brakes. I had their wheels turning yesterday, and then I asked Jimmy to put his foot on the brake to make sure they would work, and they did work, and then he must have locked on. So what I need to try and do is get the brake pads out so I can get a bit of movement on the wheel cylinders. I'll move the pistons back in, but for some bizarre reason these stupid pads only have a little metal a little piece of metal that enables you to get them out, and without the right tool you're not getting them out. So what I'm going to have to do is, luckily the wheel cylinder, the pistons are only just bolted on by 4 3/8 bolts, so I think I'm going to let them loose. There's nothing involved in the brake fluid in doing that. They're just bolted to the wheel, to the caliper housing. So I think if I can lift them loose a little bit, I may be able to get the pads out and then work on the piston. So we'll see how luck goes. Okay, I released the 3/8 bolts on the wheel cylinders. I could only get 3 of the 4 bolts, but that seemed to be enough, and now I can spin the wheels freely. So now we've definitely got no bindage, but I cannot for the life of me get the pads out. They seem to be stuck in there solidly. I busted my hands up to pieces trying to get them out, and I guess there's a proper tool, but I've never seen such a pad where there's no lip to get leverage on. Normally, you know, you'll be able to get a screwdriver in with the pad, and there's a bit of a ledge on the back, on the metal part of the pad, that you can get a good leverage and puts the cylinder in. But here there is zero place to put leverage. There's no there's this stupid little tin plate there that just bends, so I've never seen such a stupid thing. But anyway, I think I'm just going to tighten them up one at a time, keep spinning the wheels, and I really wanted to get the pistons out so I could get them back, get the pads out so I could get the pistons back, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen now. So it's no fun here on your back. This is a real pain in the ass, to say the least. But anyway, we'll keep moving. Okay, so I'm going to try and straighten these brackets out. So we can get this thing back on the car. I'm still waiting for the mounts, so they haven't arrived yet. So. Looks well. I'll do these two. Really mangled up. Okay, they're all square.
Want to open this one too?
That one was okay. Do you have a mallet you can slip in there to test it? There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think you've done this before, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I have to open down. That one.
That one a little bit. That machine, man, that's unbelievable.
Side too?
No, the backs are okay, because that's the female, yeah. Okay, muchas gracias. Okay, so I finished putting the exhaust back on after getting the pipe flared out here. The downpipe went on pretty easily, but it doesn't actually go in enough. These boxes have been made up, and there's not real no engineering involved here. This one slides in beautifully all the way, and this one barely goes in, so that's why it came out in the first place. I've managed to get it in further than it was before. You can see there's all the banging on here where the guy had tried to bang it in, but I guess it must have just sprung out. But anyway, it's on now, so I just got to put the rear box on and we're good. Okay, so we're going to work on getting the exhaust back up. So, yeah, it's greasy. Okay, so I got the exhaust fitted up now with all new clamps and in the right position, so it's looking good. It's actually just a made up exhaust, so it doesn't fit too good. The rear mount's a bit of an abortion, but it's on now. Hopefully it's not leaking, but as I said, I can attend to that when it's on the lift. So now I can let it down, and man, we're just the points away from starting. So getting close. Okay, today's the day of reckoning. The car is all buttoned up. The exhaust is on firmly. The brakes are not binding. The clutch is working. The carburetors have been rebuilt. Heater hose replaced. And yes, we're ready to go. So, moment of truth. Yeah, give it full choke. Okay, the moment of truth. Will she start? Give her full choke. I'm going to be over here with the fire extinguisher.
Full choke.
Right way over here, so I'm safe, thank you.
God, I don't even remember. I hope that's the fucking choke. I forgot where the
No, the choke's on this side.
Oh, here it is. There it is. God, it's been so long, man.
It's in neutral.
Okay. Wait.
Clutch.
Clutch.
Yeah,
It's a
there we go.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Wait a second.
Wait. Oh.
Sure, I got a spot. Make sure we're closed.
Well, I mean, I felt
He turned the ignition switch on, didn't he?
Did you turn the ignition switch on, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wait a second, wait a second. Alright, try it.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, okay, Okay, 1 second. Yeah, spark, 1 second.
Try it.
Fire extinguisher by hand.
Sounds like a repeat of yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a
Deja
test
vu.
run. It was a test run.
Oh, 1 second.
On the right side.
God, I can barely get in this thing.
Come on, you're short eye.
All right, ready?
Where do you want on the seat?
That's a good sign.
That's what I was thinking.
Almost.
Uh-oh. Shoot, I lost him.
That's all right.
Too far away.
Should I try it again, Tony?
1 second, let me get.
Okay.
No, because I can smell fuel, but it should be. Let me make sure it's sparking.
Okay. I could play with the choke a little too.
Nah,
Okay.
it should have just fired right up. Okay, turn it over.
Okay.
Okay. I got no sparks. What's going on here? Back into my days of old.
You know, it's funny. I have the same problem. I do electronics. I know a lot about it, but so many times I'll do things where negative should be positive.
Yeah.
You know, just simple things. I'll blow things up that way.
That car's native ground
What do you think?
or positive ground?
This is negative ground, yeah. All right, turn the button.
All right, here we go. We're gonna try it again.
Oh no!
That was me.
Okay.
Go on, do it again. That's me. I didn't touch
Oh,
that.
I can't do that.
No, it's me. It's okay.
Almost.
Ooh, it's burning off some oil.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what that's smoking.
Is that from the pipe?
Yeah, just the
Oh,
oil
okay.
in the pipe and then.
Yeah, what's left on there? Because you said it would smoke, right?
Yeah. Okay, she's running. That's good.
He's running. That's awesome. No leaking.
No leaking. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And yeah, like I said, it used to take a while to warm up.
Oh yeah.
You know.
So,
It sounds pretty healthy to me.
I know. Yeah, very healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, do a little bit.
That's why I never drove in it.
Right.
Oh, really? No, it won't be that bad. Right? Finish it up.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know why? Because the exhaust was half broken. It was coming
Well,
up
the
through the
exhaust was
floor.
coming inside the car.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what it was.
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna get so sick.
I forgot
every time.
about
I was
that.
like,
So I guess
oh.
it's a lot quieter than it used to be.
Oh yeah, totally.
All right, so get a bit of adjustment on the carbs.
Okay.
Let it warm up a bit.
Okay.
You know, smoke coming out. So all the carburetors are together now, the air filter's on, and I've got them balanced, and the mixtures are not quite right, but I'll play with it a little bit when I get a bit more time. So yeah, no leakage of water, oil, fuel, or try anything. So we're all good. Happy days. Okay, I have a little fettling of the carburetors. I've got it to idle at least. It's not running the best as it should, but I'll get that going a little better. Just wanted to get it idle, that was the important thing. Every time you took the choke off, it just died. A little more adjustment and then we should be in good shape.